It's a new year. Sorry, that was a loud clap. Roll it again. It's a new year, and that means what the freak? It's a new year, and that means new goals, new aspirations, and new hobbies. Now, if you clicked on this video, it's because you have already bought a motorcycle, or you're going to buy a motorcycle, or you just want to watch an awesome video. So before we get into it, drop a like, subscribe, I appreciate you. So like I said, whether you have already bought a motorcycle or you're going to buy one, this video is for you because you're going to want a motovlog. Along with all the new goals of this year, we got some new changes. I shaved my head. If you haven't watched that video, I'll link it down below. You guys go check it out. But yeah, I got it cleaned up because it needed a little bit of a cleaning. But we're still rocking the hat because, you know, don't want to expose myself too much.
Better hide that big ass forehead.
Now, when it comes to motovlogging, you're going to need to prepare yourself a little bit before you start. Now, we mentioned the main thing that you're going to need, which is a motorcycle, right? Obviously, you're going to need that to motovlog. Second, you're going to need your gear. So I'm not going to go over all of the gear, but you're most definitely going to need a helmet. Whether you're motovlogging or not, you should always wear a helmet. Those of you that don't wear a helmet, you're crazy and kind of dumb. So please wear a helmet. Anyways, you've got your helmet and you've got your cool visor. Let's say you go buy a cool visor. You've got this taken care of, right? Next, you're going to need a camera. So this is your camera. You're going to need something to charge the batteries with, right? So you've got the batteries and the battery charger, but you're gonna need something to talk into, right? You're gonna need to speak with your audience, so you're gonna need a microphone adapter most of the time. You're gonna need a microphone, which is already inside of the helmet, and then you're gonna need a little microphone to camera adapter cord. I don't even know what they call this. But anyways, this is the basic setup for 2024 Beginner's Guide to Motovlogging. So let's move all of this aside real quick. Like I said, let's say you got your helmet, and you have your helmet, and you have your motorcycle, and you have your other gear, but you need a camera. So let's start with the camera. Now, most of this is gonna be balling on a budget. That's basically what I did. I've been riding for almost a year now, and vlogging it for 10 months or so. So yeah, I've been balling on a budget, been doing it really cheap, but it's still pretty good quality. This is the camera that I went with. It is the Insta360 1RS. So this is a pretty budget camera if you guys are trying to get into motovlogging. I think it costed, after everything, about $250 or $300. And mind you, I will leave everything linked down below so you guys can go check out the prices for yourself. So it's pretty budget, pretty cheap for most everything. So you've got your camera. In my case, the Insta360 1RS. Some other good ones would be like the DJI Osmo Action 4, whatever that's called. That one's a really good one. GoPro is a good option as well. I've heard back and forth on GoPro actually, like the Hero 8 and 11s. Not the greatest, but it's up to your discretion. You get your camera and you're ready to go. But you're gonna need something to hold your camera on your helmet, right? So if we pull up the helmet here, my beautiful, I think this is a Scorpio, what's it called? Yeah, Scorpion XO R420. That is the helmet that I have. I will leave this link down below as well for you guys. And I got this visor as well, which is pretty nice. I'll leave it, like I said, I'll just leave everything linked down below. And I'll stop saying that. But anyways, we have our chin mount. I went ahead and I went with the RideTech chin mount. I know a lot of people go with the actual brand chin mount because they're really reliable and have great reviews, but so does RideTech, and they're fairly cheap. Quite a bit cheaper than chin mount, so I went with them, and I've had zero issues in the last 10 months, like I said, that I've been riding. It's never fallen off, it's never even come loose. It's actually, in my opinion, really good quality for a really good price. So you're just gonna have to match the chin mount with the helmet, and it's very easy to do that online. Then you're gonna need something to hold the camera in. In my case, I literally have a camera case, which is, you prop it open. Sorry, this is hard to do, like this. But anyways, you prop it open like so, and I can slide my camera in very easily like this. Now, I went with this option because it's a very simple design. It hooks into the chin mount very easily. You don't lose a lot of time when you're trying to vlog and you need to get on the road. You don't lose a lot of time using this. Like I said, it just pops in and out. You don't have to worry about unstrapping it every single time from the helmet. So that's a really nice feature. I'm gonna go over with you guys some of the great features of having the Insta360 1RS. No, this video is not sponsored by Insta360, but that would be awesome if they did. Anyways, this is the Insta360 1RS. I love this camera mainly because it's great quality for a great price, but it's also very easy to disassemble, and use. When I bought it with 2 batteries. So for example, you take the battery off like this, and the cameras actually come apart. Isn't that crazy? So the cameras come apart. If you guys have never seen this before, it's really cool. If you have, it's pretty basic, but the reason that this is so cool that they can separate is because you can change the way that the screen faces. So let's say you want the screen facing that way, you can change it. However, I have it facing this way because when it's on my helmet facing outwards like so, I need to be able to see that the camera is actually recording. So that's why I like having it like this. And then I also have my charging port, which can charge 2 batteries at once, like so. So that's the reason I went with this as well, because I can have 2 batteries, bring it with me if I'm on the go, and that ensures that if one battery does die, I can keep recording at 4K and don't have any issues. So that's nice to have. Next up, for the Insta360 One RS, you're gonna have to have this little microphone adapter. This little guy goes on the very outside of the camera. You're gonna hook it in like this, and you're gonna put in the microphone to this guy right here. So that's where this comes in. This is a little cord that you're gonna need that hooks to the microphone and goes into this microphone adapter. Just like this. Super easy, super quick, super nice, and then that goes in, like I said, to the microphone in your helmet. So pretty simple design, honestly. You have your camera, you need your battery, microphone adapter, and microphone cord to mic adapter. It's a lot of wording, but it just makes sense when you do it. Okay, the best way that I have my camera set up on my helmet is like so, you guys. I'm trying to give you a good angle here. So we have the helmet, and obviously the helmet sits at an angle on your head, right? So when you have your chin mount on there, you're gonna need a couple of adapters. These guys are just GoPro adapters that hook straight into the camera, make it super easy to twist and turn to your liking. So like I said, your helmet sits at an angle, so you're gonna need to put the camera at an angle. So when it's on your head, it's facing straight. You get a little bit of the bike and a little bit of the road, obviously, as well, so that your viewers don't get bored and all they see is your bike. Next up, I'm gonna throw on this little microphone, external mic adapter. And this is basically how it sits, you guys. Now I have my microphone ran through the inside of the helmet already. Then it comes out here. It comes out right here. And this would be where I hook it up to this little cord, which then goes in to the actual camera. So once you're done, it should be sitting pretty exactly like this. It's not very heavy. It's actually super light. If I had a scale, I would totally scale it for you guys and see how much it weighs, but super light. Okay, and now that you have everything attached correctly, I'm gonna kind of run over everything inside of the helmet when it comes to routing the microphone and whatnot. One thing that makes it a little bit different for me is I have this little external attachment for radio purposes or speaking on the phone. So I had to route this and my microphone on the inside of my helmet. Now it's not very difficult to do. If you guys have the same helmet, literally all you need to do, and it's super easy, is pull out these cheek paddings, the back padding, the front padding, and then there's little indents in the top of the helmet that you can actually use to route the microphone. And I use little electrical tape to tape it in there and keep it stuck. I would show you guys everything, but it's kind of a hassle to take it all out just for that. But the cool thing is I put my microphone right on the side of the helmet. So right there, so that when I'm speaking, it's not like going directly into the microphone and all the wind noise isn't going directly in there as well. It's on the side so it doesn't mess with me or anything. It doesn't, you know, tickle my cheek or whatever. That sounds kind of weird, but you get what I'm saying. Hey, yo, what the fuck? So it's actually super simple. Once you have all the cheek pads out and everything, you can actually see where all the indents are to place the microphone. And you can route it back and forth really close to each other and then just tape it up and then put the cheek pads back in. And you honestly cannot feel it. I've never felt it once and it's never moved once. And it has not affected me in the slightest. So this isn't like a complete like how to route the microphone in the helmet, etc. It's not that kind of video. It's just kind of an how to start motovlogging. That's basically what it is for 2024. So I'm not going to go through every little detail for you guys. There are plenty of videos out there showing you how to do the microphone setup and whatnot. I just kind of want to show you guys a great way to start motovlogging and what equipment you can use to get started. Okay, so we've gone over the helmet, the camera equipment that you need, the chin mount that you're going to need, the placement on the helmet and everything. Next up, I want to talk to you guys about this little guy right here. None of this is sponsored, by the way. Helmet, headset, whatever brand this is, did not sponsor me, but just great stuff. Like I said, balling on a budget that you can use to start motovlogging. Now, this isn't completely necessary when it comes to, you know, making videos and posting them online, but it is very nice to have. This is like about $30 to $40 that I bought off of Amazon, and I actually have two. So the one that you saw on my helmet and this one right here for my second helmet. I have a second helmet for any passenger or any backpack that I want to take on the bike. So I'm going to be putting this on there pretty soon. It's a pretty dope little guy. It's basically just a radio headset that allows you to talk on the phone, play some music, like I mentioned, talk to your backpack or your passenger. It's completely waterproof, and I kid you not, I have had the one on my helmet since I got the helmet, which was like March of 2023 or February, and I have not had to charge it once, and it has not died. So it's pretty amazing. For $30 you can get something like this. So if we run over completely real quick, again, all of the equipment you're going to need in Motovlog, it's very simple and actually super easy. You have your motorcycle, you have your helmet, you have your camera, you have your batteries for the camera, microphone adapters, of course, the case for the camera, and the chin mount. And that's literally all you need. Super simple and pretty cheap. I'm not going to say it's the cheapest stuff out there because I still wanted good quality, but for a good price. So Insta360 was a good median. If you really want to get crazy, you can buy some really expensive equipment out there. Helmets go for up to $1,000, if not more. But I went with a good, it's still a good quality, but it's about $200. Let's add this up real quick. Helmet was about $200. Camera was about $300 with all of the accessories. The chin mount was about $15. The little GoPro mounts, or whatever you call those little accessories, were I think $10. And then the radio was about $30. So if we add that up, 200 plus 3, 500, 20, 530. So about $550 in, and you can get all of this. Fairly cheap, all on a budget, like I've said a million times in this video. But that's the point. It's a great beginner's guide to 2024 on how to motovlog. Let's move this guy down. If you guys are already motovlogging and have different equipment and have some suggestions for everybody else, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are using, whether it be GoPros, the DJIs, if there's other types of cameras that you guys are using. Like I said, I went with the Insta360 One RS because they're a backed brand. It doesn't ever overheat. The battery lasts for a good while and it still records in 4K, which to me is very important. It could be important to all of you guys. I will mention one thing that I've had an issue with so far with using this camera is that this little microphone adapter, the piece that goes on the side that the cords plug into, the other one I had failed. So this is a new one that I had to buy because the other one for some reason went out, and it was about 7 months in to riding that it went out. So it was towards the end of the riding season, so it didn't really matter anyways, but I had to get another one of these guys, which is kind of annoying, kind of frustrating. Thankfully, they're not all that expensive. It was about $15. But if you have to buy it multiple times, usually not a good sign. So overall, that's the only issue I've really had with this equipment. Other than that, everything else has worked perfectly, and I honestly cannot complain. Okay, now that I've kind of gone over how to set all of this up, I'm sure you guys are going to want to see this in action. So what I've done is I've got all the cameras set up and it's actually recording. So now all we gotta do is show my beautiful hair that I don't have anymore and throw on the helmet. So we're gonna be recording from here and there, this microphone and this camera with its microphone in the helmet. Okay, you probably cannot see my face or my eyes because I got this freaking dope, let's move these glasses, dope visor. But this is my POV. Hello. I don't usually ride with my glasses on. I don't know if you guys do. That's something you should drop in the comments below. Do you guys ride with glasses if you're prescription? Anyways, this is the setup. This is how it looks. Got my little speaker thing, radio right here. Got the camera right here. And visor closed. Like I said, it's not all that heavy. It's not a big issue for me. What I'm going to do now is actually run out to my car, give you guys a kind of a POV with that, and I'll leave this camera right here recording as well. Probably going to get both audio channels moving, but that's okay. So if we go out here, it's a nice, wonderful winter day. Man, I haven't done this for a minute. That's kind of weird. Yeah, it's nice and chilly out. Ow. And this is my car. Say hello to my beautiful Honda Civic. Beautiful, not so beautiful. The neighbors are going to think I'm weird, dude. Hello. I got 5% tint on this thing, so I love it. Anyways, I'm literally just gonna get a POV for you guys in the car. Hello. And I can't really breathe, so I'm gonna prop that open. Ow! I just hit the top of that. Anyways, this is my POV. This is kind of how it looks because I can't pull my motorcycle out right now because it's locked up in storage because of the winter. So this is kind of what you guys are gonna get for now. It's a really good camera. Let's make sure it's still recording. Yes, sir. And yeah, she does really well. She never overheats, like I said. I've never had issues with it falling off on the road. And it gets a good perspective, if I can't lie. It's plenty widescreen, and thankfully it has image stabilization as well. So if you're moving around a lot, bouncing up and down, it'll stabilize that. So I honestly love it. I think it's a great camera. Let's hop out now. Oops. And man, I wish I had my motorcycle so I could show you guys the POV. But just imagine I'm sitting right here, riding my motorcycle, and this is what it looks like going down the road. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, like I said, my neighbors are going to think I'm crazy, but we don't mind. So yeah, that's basically the POV. Hopefully everything works out. Hopefully the audio is recording well, and that you guys can hear me from both perspectives. Let's go back inside. Oh, hello, kitty. What you doing? What you doing, buddy? There's our little cat, Shinichi. He's a little Siamese cat with beautiful blue eyes. Hi! Yeah, he's funny. Anyways, if we come back to my dirty room, should be recording on here still. Okay, now what we're gonna do is turn this off. I'm an idiot, and I realized everything I was just saying on this perspective while looking into this camera. This camera was not recording, so I'm an idiot. But at least you got it from that perspective. So anyways, you guys saw it from this perspective, from the Insta360 One RS. Let me know what you guys think down below. Like I said, it is more of a budget option to go with. If you guys like the quality and if you like the sound quality of it, drop a comment down below, drop a like as well. You guys can actually go back and check out my other footage and my other videos of me actually riding a motorcycle, so you can see whether there's good sound quality or the visuals as well. Like I mentioned, it does record in 4K, which is really nice. But the downside I do see to having this camera in particular is that it does not come with ND filters, and they don't offer any ND filters, unfortunately. I think they used to, but they were discontinued. So you can't really get that cool motion blur on the sides of the video. And if you're okay with that, 100% go with the camera. If you're not, check out maybe a GoPro or the DJI Osmo, like I mentioned earlier. So overall, I think it's a great camera. I think it's a great option for the money that it is. But obviously, this is up to your discretion. It's just a video kind of giving you guys advice on how to start and where you can start. This isn't the best setup in the world, so don't think of it that way. This is not the nicest equipment in the world. But for what it is, I feel like it does do pretty good quality content. And I really would appreciate you guys if you go check out my other videos as well. Leave a like, leave a comment. And yeah, now I got to throw all of this footage together, and I really wish I could go ride right now. But like I said, the bike is in storage, and it's winter time and it's too cold. So, but anyways, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like, please subscribe, appreciate you. If you do end up using this Motovlog setup, drop a comment down below and let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.